Representation of stocks. A stock may be represented by means of a one-way list or a linear array. We need to define two more variables, the size of the stock, that is max, and the entry or exit of the stock, that is top. Push, inserting the element to the stock. Here we need to check the stock overflow condition, which means whether the stock is full. To insert an element, two activities has to be done. Increment the top by 1. Insert the element to the stock at the position top. Pop, deleting an element from the stock. Here we need to check the stock underflow condition, which means whether the stock is empty or not. To delete the element, we need to perform following operations. First, assess the top element from the stock. Second, decrement top by 1. Display, printing the elements of stock. Here we need to check the stock underflow condition, which means whether the stock is empty or not. If empty, there will be no element to display. Display the elements from the 0th position of stock till the stock top. Now let us see application of stock. There are two applications of stock. First is recursion. A recursion function is a function which calls itself. The problems like towers of Hanai and tree manipulation problems, etc., can be solved using recursion. Arithmetic or evaluation of expression. The conversion of an expression in the form of either postfix or prefix can be easily evaluated. Conversions of expressions. Evaluation of infix expressions will be very difficult, and hence it needs to be converted to prefix or postfix expression, which needs the use of stock. Now let us see Q. Q is a linear data structure in which insertion can take place at only one end and called rear end, and deletion can take place at other end called top end. The front and rear are two terms used to represent the two ends of the list when it is implemented as queue. Q is also called first in first out FIFO system, since the first element in Q will be the first element out of the queue. Types of the queue are queue, ordinary queue, circular queue, double-ended queue, priority queue. Queue. Here the elements are inserted from one end and deleted from other end. The inserting end is the rear end and the deleting end is the front end. The operations that can be performed on queue are insert an element at rear end, delete an element from front end, display elements. Now let us see circular queue. In circular queue, the elements of the queue can be stored efficiently in an array so as to wrap around so that the end of the queue is followed by front of queue. The operations that can be performed on queue are insert an element at rear end, delete an element from the front end, display elements. Now let us see double-ended queue. A double-ended queue is in short called a DQ, pronounced as deck or DQ. A deck is a linear queue in which insertion and deletion can be placed at either end but not in the middle. The operations that can be performed are insert an item from the front end, insert an item from the rear end, delete element from the front end, delete an element from rear end, display the elements. Now let us see priority queue. A priority queue is a collection of elements such that each element has been assigned a priority value such that the order in which elements are deleted and processed based on the assigned priority. There are two different types of priority queue. Ascending priority queue. Elements can be inserted in any order, but deletion is done in the ascending order of values. Second is descending priority queue. Elements can be inserted in any order, but deletion is done in the descending order of the values. Now let us see applications of queues. First is number of print jobs waiting in a queue. When we use network printer, the print jobs are stored in the order in which they arrive. Here the job which is at the front of the queue gets the service of the network printer. Second, call center phone system will use a queue to hold people in a line until a service representative is free. Third one is buffers on MP3 players and portable CD player, iPod playlist are all implemented using the concept of a queue. Fourth one, movie ticket counter system. It maintains a queue to take tickets based on first come first serve, means who is standing first in the queue, that person will get the ticket first, then second person, and so on. Arrays. Array is a data structure which is a collection of elements of same data type. Advantages: data accessing is faster, simple to understand and use. Disadvantages: the size of the array is fixed. Arrays items are stored continuously, and insertion and deletion of an array element in between is a tedious job. Linked list. A linked list is a data structure which is a collection of 0 or more nodes with each node consisting of two fields, data and link. Data field consists the information of be processed. Link field contains the address of the next node. Types of a linked list are singly linked list, doubly linked list, circular singly linked list, circular doubly linked list. Singly linked list. A singly linked list is a linked list where each node has a designated field called link field which contains address of next node. Since there is only one link field, it is termed as a singly linked list. The various operations of a singly linked list are inserting a node into a list, deleting a node from a list, search in a list, reverse a list, display the content of the list. Now let us see circular singly linked list. In the singly linked list, the last node link field consists of the null character. If it contains the address of the first node, then it is termed as a circular linked list. Now let us see doubly linked list. It is a collection of nodes where each node consists of three fields. First is info, which contains the information to be processed. Second is L link, pointer, which contains address of the left node or previous node in the list. R link, pointer, which contains address of the right node link or next node in the list. The main purpose of the doubly linked list is it's very easy to traverse in any directions, either forward or backward direction of the list. Circular doubly linked list. It is the variation of the doubly linked list where R link of the last node contains address of first node, L link of the first node contains address of the last node. Circular doubly linked list with header. It is the variation of the doubly linked list with the header where L link of the header contains address of the last node of the list, R link of the header contains address of the first node of the list, L link of the last node contains address of the last but one node of the list, R link of the last node contains address of the first node of the list. Now let us see application of linked list. First is polynomial manipulation, like polynomial addition, subtraction, multiplication can be done easily. Secondly, linked dictionary. Third is addition of long numbers can be done easily. Trees. A tree is a non-linear data structure and is generally defined as a non-empty finite set of elements called nodes, such that first, it contains a distinguished node called root of the tree. Second, the remaining elements of tree form an ordered collection of 0 or more disjoint subsets called subtree. Now let us see binary tree. A binary tree is defined as a finite set of elements called nodes such that first tree is empty, called the null tree or empty tree, or second one is tree contains a distinguished node called root node, and the remaining nodes form an ordered pair of disjoint binary trees. Now let us see what are the different types of traversing the tree. The tree can be traversed in three different ways: in order traversal, pre-order traversal, post-order traversal. Now let us see in order traversal. Let us see what is in order traversing of a binary tree. Definition: the in order traversal of a binary tree can be recursively defined as follows: traverse the left subtree in order L, process the root node N, traverse the right subtree in order R.